Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Technical DD again. So today we are tackling one of the most frustrating IT issues which IT admin face on a daily basis, which is you can't delete a SharePoint online site because it's scope under a retention policy in the Microsoft Purview. So this video will show you exactly how to identify, exclude and delete the site safely without breaking any compliance rules. Alright, so stick around till the end. This will save your hours of troubleshooting time. Okay. So when a SharePoint site is under a tenant level retention policy, Microsoft Purview prevents deletion to ensure compliance. Then secondly, even if the Microsoft group link to the site is deleted, the site remains logged because it's still included in the policy scope. That means even if you have a retention policy which is scoped on M365 groups and sites, obviously it will include the sites. Okay. But what if the M365 group is itself deleted? Okay, so the site will still remains under the retention policy hold. That means once you are able to once you go to delete the site, you will get such kind of error message. It will show if we couldn't find the M365 group connected to the site, that means the group has been deleted. If you can see, this is my SharePoint admin center and this is the site which I have scoped under the retention policy, which has a M365 group, obviously, but the group itself is deleted. If I click on this, I'm getting this error message over here. So if you can see, this site has a compliance policy set to block deletion. We couldn't find the M365 group connected to this site. Okay, and I will show you. This is the continuation with our second part of the video. So if you can see, now I will go to my retention policy. I will show you which policy we have already created for this one. So this is the policy which we have created in my last video. Okay, so I'll click on edit. So these policies are scoped under, these sites are scoped under this policy. Click on next. Static will be the scope over here, and then location I have choose M365 groups, mailbox and sites. Okay, it is scoped on all groups, all M365 groups and sites. Just one site I have excluded. Okay, but I want to delete the other site as well, which is currently stuck under as the M365 group has been deleted. So how to perform the action and how to exclude that group, how to exclude that group from this policy so that it would able to delete the SharePoint site. Okay, so for that we are having multiple steps over here. I will guide you step by step, so be available till the end of this video, as it is going to save much of your time. Okay, so we are having, first of all I will show you the prerequisite, what are the prerequisites we'll be needing. So before you start, make sure you have compliance admin and global admin permissions in the Microsoft Purview portal. Also you should have a PowerShell access. Okay, and the most important thing is you should have a M365 group email address and the SharePoint site ID. Okay, but in this case, what if the M365 group has been permanently deleted? Now how can you get that permanently deleted group ID? Okay, so this is the most important and first and foremost step. Okay, so we'll go step by step over here. I will show you how to firstly get the M365 group ID. Okay, so before that, these are the some PowerShell commands we'll be following over here. So firstly, we need to connect to the Exchange Online and the IPPS session. You all know these are the prerequisite. After connecting to Exchange Online and IPPS session, then first step is to find the site ID of the affected site. So suppose I have already taken over here the site IDs. Okay, so for finding the site ID, guys, this is the format of finding the site ID: tenant name, SharePoint site ID. Okay, and API/site/ID. Okay, so this should be the format. So if you can see, what is my site ID currently? If I go over here, this is my site ID up till over here. Okay, which is I have already copied over here. Okay, what I have done is, this is my site ID I have copied over here. just I have replaced this part slash underscore API slash site slash ID. So what I will do, I will copy this. I will go again over here and just paste this URL into a new tab, hit enter. Now guys, this is the important part. So if you can see, this is the site ID we have achieved over here. We have got the site ID. What we'll do, we will simply copy this site ID. I have already copied it for the reference and I have pasted it over here, site ID. If you can see, this is the same site ID. Just a second. All right. So if you can see, this is the same site ID which we have got over here, which we have already saved. If you can go back over here. For this site ID, we are currently trying to exclude. Okay. So this is the site ID which we have able to fetch over here. Now another step is, guys, this is the most important and very essential step to find the group email address. Now how to find the group email address? For that, we should have tenant ID. Tenant ID, obviously you can fetch it from here. I will show you the shortcut how to get the tenant ID. Yes, you simply go to the Purview portal. At the URL, you will get the tenant ID. You can just copy paste this tenant ID and keep it handy, which I have already done over here. Okay. Now site ID we have already gathered from this format. Okay. Site ID we have. Now the tenant ID we have. Now we need to run this in this format. Okay. So this is the format for that one. This is the PowerShell command we need to use to find the site ID over here. Sorry, the group email address over here. So we'll copy the entire thing over here. Or else you can just go step by step. Just copy this three first of all. Paste it into the PowerShell directly. Hit enter. Okay. Now it has taken the IDs. Go back again. Now you just call this SPO site address. This will give us this format SPO, which is the SPO site ID again and the tenant ID. All right. Now we'll run this command directly. So always remember, guys, this is the very important command over here, which will help us to get the group email address over here. So we'll copy this. We'll run this. All right, guys. So if we can see, the output is, this is my deleted M365 group. Okay. I have got the site ID over here. Okay. I've got the email address of this M365 group, which is deleted. We have now the two details we have gathered. So first is the site ID, second is the tenant ID and the group email address over here. Okay. In this format, it will look like. Okay. So now the third step is the most important step. Okay. So you can just, we are having the official Microsoft article as well. You can follow these steps to exclude this. This is the third example. So for that, we need email address of the M365 group which is deleted and the site ID associated with the site. Okay. And this is the PowerShell command at the end. Okay. And what we need else, we need the identity, means the retention policy name. Okay. So if you can see, this example exclude the specified deleted M365 group and sites from the specified tenant level policy. You identify that the deleted resources using the M365 group email and the related site ID. Okay. So which we have already fetched over here. Now we can go to our final step, and I will just replace my policy name over here. Okay, guys, now I will go to my policy name. I'll just go back again, back. If you can see, this is policy name. We can directly copy from here. go over here, paste the policy name simply. Now we should copy. Okay, I think we need to do the modification here as well. So we need to modify this email address and put our email address which we have fetched. So this is our email address which we have fetched over here, guys. I will just copy that again. Okay, I've copied that. I will go over here again and simply I will paste it. All right. Okay, and let's check the format again, guys. If you're making any mistakes, go to the article over here, identity, then tenant level policy. Again we have entered or replaced our policy name over here. Then that's it, guys. We just need these details. Now we'll copy the script over here completely. Okay, guys, so we have copied over here. If you can see, the whole string I have pasted over here, the complete PowerShell command to exclude the group. Okay, now our group has been excluded. Make sure, guys, you should not get any error message over here. Okay, if you got any error message, then you need to troubleshoot it further. What is the error message? You need to check each and every details of the error message and troubleshoot in forward direction. Okay, so now our group has been excluded, guys. So let's see if we can achieve the results also. Usually it takes 24 to 48 hours time to get the site excluded. Okay, we'll just refresh this page again. So this is very important topic, guys. Most of the IT admins are facing such issues recently, unable to delete the SharePoint site because the group has been deleted associated with that. Okay, so we'll do next, next again. Let's scope down this. So if you can see, guys, now it was the number was 1 over here, right? Now if you can see, this is the scenario, guys. So if you can see now, this has been excluded. That means the deleted group has now been excluded, guys, completely. Okay, we have achieved our results, guys. And if you can see, I will go to the site as well to check if it is actually excluded or not. Let's see. I'll go here. Just I will refresh this and see if we have only. Okay, so if you can see, now you're not having that error message, guys. The first error message we are not having. All right. Yes, guys. So if you can see, we are just getting this one error message over here, but the second error message has now been completely vanished from here, that the site has been stuck from the prevention of compliance policy. That error message has now gone because now we have excluded the site. And if you can see, guys, we are now able to delete the site as well. Okay, so this was it, guys, for this video. I hope you all guys like this video. If you like this video and found this tutorial very helpful, please like, share and subscribe. And also, guys, please remember that I will just attach all the details into the description. So if you want all those details, if you want this script, you can just take a snapshot for a reference. I will just hover it again. Okay, this is the format. I will just provide a summary. This is the format of the site ID. Then second step is to fetch the group email address. For that, I will show you again how we have done that. This is the group email address. We are able to fetch it, the below one. Okay, and lastly, you have the PowerShell command, which is included in the Microsoft article to exclude the group. That's it, guys. So thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for the upcoming videos.